Hello, my name is Sydney Smith, and today I will be teaching you how to make soft pretzels at home. Soft pretzels are actually a lot easier than they seem. It starts out with just basic bread dough. For this bread dough, I just used a simple mixture of flour, sugar, salt, water, oil, and of course, yeast. As with any bread dough, after I mix the ingredients together, I let it rest for about 30 to 45 minutes in order for the dough to proof and get slightly bigger. This dough doesn't quite double in size, but the proving process gives it a chance for the gluten to build up in order for it to be more pliable and easy to work with. The basic concept of pretzels is just, as I said before, a very simple bread dough, but instead of baking it in the oven like you would an actual loaf, you will boil it in a water and baking soda mix before you place it in the oven. And of course, a big thing about pretzels is the iconic shape, which I will also be teaching you how to make. So since I've already prepared my dough, the next thing for me to do is to start boiling my water. In order to do that, I will take 6 cups of water and a half a cup of baking soda. I will put that all together on the stove, on the pot, turn it up high, and wait for it to boil. As I'm waiting for that to boil, I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. That's the perfect temperature for the pretzels to cook at after they've spent about 30 to 45 seconds in the boiling mixture. So I'm just rolling out the dough. It's very easy to work with since it's been proving for so long. Next to the bread dough, I have pretzel salt and butter, which will be used later after it comes out of the oven. So I'm just going to use a classic bread knife to cut the dough into about 8 equal sections. So the pretzel shape we all know and love is made by taking just a hunk of bread dough and kind of working it until it can be like an 18-inch long rope. And this seems about perfect. So first, the dough just goes into a U shape, and then the right folds over the left, and then the right folds over the left again. There you've got a little twist, and then it's super simple to just fold it over like that. For the sake of the boiling process, it makes it easier if you pinch the pretzels right where they would connect at the base. And see, you have a perfect little pretzel shape. You're going to want to do this about 7 more times until all of your dough has been made into the pretzel shape. Now, as you can see, the baking soda and water mixture is now boiling and it is ready for the pretzels to go in. So the pretzels should stay in the mixture for about 45 seconds. They'll float to the top once they're ready. The longer they're in here, the saltier they'll become. After the pretzels are done boiling in the water, they can be placed on a cookie sheet and then put in the oven. The oven should again be preheated to 400 degrees, and the pretzels should stay in the oven for about 10 minutes or until they look done. Pretzels are now out of the oven, and they should typically be kept in the oven until they're this shade of golden brown. They will crack a little, but it just adds to the overall appearance. Right after they get out of the oven, it's important to just put as much melted butter on them as you want. But after each pretzel has been sufficiently buttered, sprinkle some of this coarse salt just on. Be generous because pretzels always need their iconic salt on the top. Thank you so much for joining me today as we learned how to make the perfect mini soft pretzel.